Cheer. Got my nigga Cheese in this bitch. Midwest UGK, nigga. You already know. Cheer. I said my hands on this money. I'm caught up in this lifestyle. This 100-round drummy. It'll knock a nigga right down. My dope on my scale. It be knocking watch lights out. My spot do be booming. I'm caught up in this lifestyle. My hands on this money. I'm caught up in this lifestyle. What it do, what it do. Welcome back to This Time for That Culture for the Streets. And we really finna get into this debate right now because I see a lot of things sometimes going on social media. And we finna talk about legends, being legendary moments. Can you have a legendary moment and not be considered a legend? Can you be a legend and not have a legendary moment? But today we're here to talk about, to me, she's a legend. Lauryn Hill, which was a wonderful talent, an amazing natural beauty. She comes from a legendary group. They did legendary things together. They set legendary moments in hip hop internationally. And when they parted ways, when the Fugees parted ways, Pras, Lauryn Hill, Wyclef Jean. Wyclef still got his hands in a lot of things. He's still known to produce. He's still known to seek talent, and he's known to be in the politics in his country. With Lauryn Hill, we watched Lauryn Hill leave the Fugees. And if you was to ask me as an artist, Lauryn Hill gave us a piece of her life that we all got a chance to share that moment with her over that album she put out. Because still to this day, that album will soothe your spirit. It'll lift your soul. It'll make you appreciate a lot of things about life that sometimes you take for granted. Like, she puts you in a time that, in a place where you're not always able to take that time to be in, if you understand what I'm saying. So to me, that makes her a legend. And her album, to me, is also legendary. But I also seen some people say that she wasn't a legend. She just had a legendary album. Now, this is the question I want to ask y'all. Leave the answers in the comments. If you come from a legendary group, then for some reason, y'all agree to disagree and y'all part ways. Wyclef Jean went off and been successful. We can agree that Wyclef is a legend. Out the group of these three people right here that we looking at, the only person that I feel like ain't a legend, but did legendary things, and that was by contribution, is Pras. When Lauryn Hill left the Fugees and became a solo artist, the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill came out. Everybody that got the chance to experience in that generation of time when she dropped that album, understand what I'm saying by that was legendary. The album itself was legendary. But let me also emphasize something. It takes a person to be able to master their artistry and to be able to put an album out that the world will consider a legendary album. Lauryn Hill dropped a masterpiece. How do you do that and people don't want to consider you a legend. How do you do that and people don't consider you a legend? We watched Lauryn Hill go from being a part of a legendary group, the Fugees. At least we can all agree on that. So is Lauryn Hill a legend or is she not? If you don't feel like she's a legend, tell me why you feel like she's not a legend. And when you telling me why she's not a legend, also explain to me how you can put out a legendary project and not be a legend. You got to understand when you accomplish greatness, you just can't walk outside and replicate that tomorrow. Exactly what you did yesterday, you can't replicate that. The second 50 Cent wasn't as good as the Get Rich or Die Trying. Neither was the third or the fourth. You cannot replicate greatness, bruh. That don't make you any less great than what you are. But to me, if you ask me, if Lauryn Hill is a legend, if Lauryn Hill did legendary things, I'm going to say, yeah, she a legend. I'm also going to say, yeah, she did legendary things. Because at the end of the day, don't take away from people's greatness based on what they go through in real life. We seen Lauryn Hill go through things in real life. That doesn't take away from the greatness she achieved. She's still great in my eyes, no matter the trials and tribulations. Sometimes it's the trials and tribulations that made you great in the first place. Understand that part. Shout out to Lauryn Hill. Beautiful black woman. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. It's time for that. Culture for the streets. Just like that.